Mind starting?
Is it?
Is it?
Valerie, do you mind starting? Tell us about our speaker next month.
Unmute yourself, Valerie.
There we go. Hope I don't mind. So next month we have Delaney Franklin. I took a like a walk around tour with him in Philadelphia, and he just had some really good ideas. So his his description for his presentation, living in the moment with photography. And he says it's a discussion on finding a path to mindfulness in photography and how it helped him to find alternate solution to dealing with current effects of the world. And he's also going to touch base on his meetup group. And I will say, when we were walking around, he was pointing out things and asking you questions and trying to get you to be more mindful of what was around you and what you can see in it, not just, sometimes we go in there with an intention, like, you go to a certain area and say, I'm going to get pictures of this. And then he pushed you to try to think of other ways or other type of pictures you might want to consider or take. So it was really good. It was a good day walking around Philly, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he has to share. So that is on June 9th.
Very good. Sounds like fun. Vicki, do you want me to mention the NIMAC very interesting invitation we got from the Stanford Photo Club? I have it up if you don't, for the aquarium trip.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at my email because I've been working on this form nonstop and I just
Okay.
have not even checked my email.
I think it came, mine came in 5/25/114.
Okay, let me look.
Lynn, can you, Francisco is still having trouble.
I
Or
just
Matt,
emailed
can you
him.
send Francisco, can someone text Francisco the link?
Yeah.
Or
Tell
put some-
Francisco just to click on the website. The link's right
That's
there.
what I told him, and he
the
said it's
homepage.
not working. Marianne, you were able to get in through the website, right? Our website?
Rose was.
That's how I got in too. So let me just try to email him again.
Okay,
Go ahead.
all right. I'll tell him Valerie's emailing him.
Technology.
Yeah, we've never had this happen before.
Debbie, do you mean the one about the bird photography?
No, the one
Okay,
about
they-
the trip to the
Trip to the zoo.
Okay,
zoo or
that
the
one I did.
aquarium.
Okay, that one I didn't read. Let me see. And I don't
Okay,
see.
well, while you're looking at that,
Okay.
Terry, can you talk about NJFCC?
I gotta unmute Terry. Sorry.
Okay.
There you go,
Terry?
Terry.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Debbie, we trusted your email. Last time we trust you for a link.
Yeah, really. Don't ever again. Only trust Matt.
The
I'm untrustworthy.
problem is I get so many meeting IDs, I make up a folder. So I took yours, put it in the folder, didn't even look at my emails, went to my folder, clicked on it and said, there's a meeting in progress. And I wanted to say, I know, I'm supposed to be in it. All right, NJFCC, the important thing is, and this will all go out in an email blast, July 10th is the date for Photorama. It's 100% virtual, okay? The program is Julie Host. She's a portrait specialist, photographer, educator, very well known. And she's going to do portrait photography when there's motion involved, and combining images, I guess using Photoshop. So it should be an interesting day. It'll be made up of 4 one-hour presentations, Zoom presentations through the course of the day. When you get my email, you'll see a whole thing from the NJFCC. You can go to Eventbrite and sign up and, and get into it. So it's July 10th, all day. That's the final set date. As far as the pictorial goes, I just got the results like a few minutes ago from Bob Thomas. We had 2 HMs. Francisco Gomez got an HM in the creative category, whatever that means. And Lynn Padway got a honorable mention in the open category. So I'll be getting that out and they'll be sent their ribbons. So those are the 2 NJFCC things.
Okay. We are going to take some time now for Terry and Vicky to go through our fundraiser. We said we were going to do this. It's going to take a few minutes, so please be patient. But we really want to make sure everybody understands how this is done.
Matt, I can just hit share screen and take over.
Yeah, if you're sharing, I thought Vicky was sharing, but if you're sharing, I can make it so you can share.
Well, I'm going to do just a quick intro for about 5 minutes. I got a document.
Yeah, hit share screen and tell me what it does.
Host disable participation screen sharing.
All right, give me 1 second.
Okay.
While you're doing that, let me just welcome a couple of folks.
Hit share screen again.
I'll do it before we get started.
Okay, there it is. I got all my screen panels up. And
There
can
we
you
go.
see a document?
Yes.
Okay, good. Did you want to do something, Debbie, or you want me
No,
to
you
start?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to get rid of that little bar. Is there a little bar in the way of the screen?
No.
No.
No, it's only on mine. Okay, don't worry about it then. So we put together this idea of a fundraiser. And what the fundraiser is we're going to have CDCC logo merchandise, and you can have your name on it if desired. That's optional. And so, but the logo is not. And there's 2, 4, 5, 7 products that are made up of the fundraiser. Men's and women's V-neck short sleeve tees, men's and women's V-neck long sleeve tees, a long sleeve fleece zippered hoodie, 6-panel cap with the CDC logo, and the name can't be added to the cap. And there's a mug, and I just saw the mug today, and the mug has our logo on one side and your name on the other side for a very reasonable price. I think it'll come out to about $12 with the logo and with your name. So that's pretty good. We're working with Stitches and Ink. I just want to say that all the merchandise is 100% pre-shrunk cotton. All right, so they're not passing on polyester or rayon or cheaper products. It's 100% pre-shrunk cotton. So we're getting good. I'll talk about when you can't get pre-shrunk cotton in a minute. All items except the hat and mug come in a variety of colors and sizes, from small to XXL, and all have the CDC logo, and you can add your name for an added cost, and that cost is $8. The cap is one size fits all with the CDC logo, and the mug is an 11-ounce mug with the CDC logo and a recent update and your name. Stitches and Ink is going to provide a link to an automated catalog. So you'll be able to see the items, a picture of the items, a description of the item, the colors, the sizes, a sizing chart, and the price. Okay. Just make note, and we can go over this. Vicky can probably show you this by bringing up XXL and XXL and seeing the adjustment.
Right.
XXL and XXL cost more money. All right, not a lot, a few bucks more, but you should know that they're going to cost more money. The link will be available on the CDC website fundraiser page. The process is pretty simple. The one thing I'm going to have to be clear about, the Stitches and Ink, okay, automated catalog is only to review the merchandise. It is not for ordering. Okay, you can review the items, decide what you want to buy, determine the associated price, color, and sizes for each item, and it can't be used to order. So once you review the items and you say, well, I want a shirt, I want a hat, I want a this, I want a that, then you come to our wonderful online order form, which was designed by Vicky, and it's fantastic. And on this form, you will enter your personal information, name, email, whatever. And the personal information is mandatory, okay? So you can't leave off your name, or you can't leave off your email, or you can't leave off your telephone number. That's how Stitches and Ink would get in touch with you. And the address is important because that's how to determine the shipping price. For each item you want to order, there you'll see in the order form that Vicky's going to demo, there's a pull down menu so you can select the colors and the sizes. When you make your selection, like if you pick out, I want a blue V-neck t-shirt and I want it in double XL, once you make that selection, you'll see the price right there. And she's going to demo that for you. Once the order is complete, and it'll be totaling up as you go along, you'll send that order into us. Our CDC order checking team, which now is made up of Vicky, will check over and make sure there's nothing wrong. Then the completed order is sent to Stitches and Ink to determine the shipping and handling cost. Because your order will not have shipping and handling because Stitches and Ink doesn't know where you live until you send them the order. So we'll send them the order, they'll put the shipping and handling cost on, they'll invoice us, CDCC, we'll pay the invoice, and then we'll invoice the purchaser, and then you'll pay us by PayPal. Pretty simple. I mean, you know, there's a couple of different steps involved, but it's a pretty straightforward process. All right. I guess you can hold questions to the end, and Vicky, you can start the demo.
Okay.
So Vicky's going to give you a demo of the automated order form, okay, which you'll use after you determine your merchandise to put in the items you want, the colors, the sizes, see the price, get a total, and we'll send that back to Stitches and Ink to put the shipping and handling on.
Do you want me to share my screen now, Terry?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Here we go, everybody. Okay. This is the order form as it appears here. There are still glitches, and they will be worked out before this is sent out to everybody, okay? I will explain some of the glitches as we go because you're going to see that some things just don't work. But you're going to put your name in the first line, ordered by. You're going to, for the phone number, you're only going to put numbers. Don't put dashes, don't put parentheses. So it's going to be 732. I don't even know my number. 732.
Make up one.
What?
Make up a number.
That doesn't matter.
555-1212.
Yeah, right. No, this is it. But anyway, once you put your numbers in, hit enter, and that happens. Okay, and then you're going to put your email and you're going to put your address and fill in the rest of it. It will not, the form will not save and forward without all this information. And I need all that information, not only for them to ship it, but if I have questions about the order, because I'm going to be running quality control of these orders. So if something is kind of questionable about what you meant, I have to get in touch with you. So, okay, this is part that, all right, let's do this. All right, let's see, what do we want to order? Let's order a men's short sleeve t-shirt in an extra large. It populated over here with the price, unit price. And then the colors are here on this list. And we're gonna just do dark gray heather. And we want one shirt. So if I click one, this is, cross your fingers, this may not work. If I hit enter, oops, it populated out there. The part that doesn't work is that should have also populated down here. And I've been working with the code in the background, trying to figure it out. I'm gonna have to redo parts of the form because it's just not happening. But if you want to personalize that and click, you'd hit the check mark here. So we know to look over here and then say, whatever. On this, the price, you have to populate the price here yourself. So if it's one shirt, one personalization, it's $8. Okay, and now it worked at the bottom. So that would be a $30 shirt. The same thing works with the rest of the shirts. As the sizes are input, say you wanted, I think the price change starts at X large.
Yeah,
So we'll do an extra large, cool gray heather, 1. And that's the ladies' short sleeve shirt. Oops, but if you wanted to delete that, hold on, delete that and change it to a medium, the price is now $19. So you click and make 1. There you go. So that part's kind of working okay. I'm not going to personalize the rest, but it's the same. If you personalize it, you check here so we know to look. And then you put the $8 over here in the total for the line total. Or unless you want it on 2 shirts and then it's 16. You never have to input the prices for the shirts themselves. The hoodies are a little bit more expensive, or a lot more. I always pick coyote brown because I think that sounds cool. So that's $36. And if you want, say you wanted 2, hit enter. And you want only one of them personalized.
Probably have to put a note in the bottom, right?
No, well, the thing is, if you want that, that's why it's not automatically populating. Because if I did this times 2 and made this 16 and you only wanted 1, you wouldn't be able to override it. So if you only wanted one of them, if you put 8 there, this is why I'm doing quality control, because I'm looking at that going, So I would probably just call you and make sure. If you want more than one shirt in more than one color, that's where you can use this form at the bottom and put in any extra instructions like hi. And it's just free typing. There's no format or anything, but give me instructions on what you really wanted. So if you put down an 2X large gray heather men's short sleeve shirt, but you put 2 here, the prices would work, but you don't want them both dark gray. So you could put in here, say men's XXL short sleeve shirt. Second one, Pacific blue. And then we would know to do that. Because there's no way to put extra, more than one color on this line. You have to select one color. Oh, it's aquatic blue, sorry. Not Pacific, but anyway. So that's one of the things, if you get through this and it's starting to look kind of weird and you don't know what's going on, you want to start over again, reset the form. There's a button here that resets the form, gets rid of everything down here, but it doesn't reset this, so you don't have to type in your name and address again. So it only resets the bottom part of the form. When you're done, not that there's anything done here, so let's quickly just order something and order it in, oh, we don't want candy pink, ash gray, make it $19. $8. And so the price is $27. You don't have a shipping there. This isn't the total. This is just the total of what you're ordering, but not your total price. On the cap, you get to order you get to choose colors too. So if you wanted a cap, you'd pick your color. Khaki sounds like a good, whoops, I must have clicked something down there. Khaki. And I only want one. So that all figured in. And it's done. It probably won't save because I don't have the rest. Let's see what happens. Oh, it does save. Don't do this at home. You must fill in that order form. Save it on your computer someplace so that you have it. It's just completed. Whatever. And then submit order.
And that order goes to you, right?
Now this is where you can't submit it without the fields at the top.
Well, that's good. You can't make a mistake.
So you can't do this at home. That was all left-handed typing. Submit order. And you select your application if you have Outlook, whatever, and it'll send it to me. And then I will forward it. I'll check it over because I need to check it over before we send it to Stitches and Ink. And I'll get in touch with you if there's any questions about your order. And that's it.
Well, and then as Terry said, the next step is they'll give you the shipping charge and you'll get back to the member and they'll go back to the web page.
What I will do then is send a completed invoice. Send this as a completed invoice with the shipping added. And any math corrected, like if they didn't put in the extra $8 for something, I'll correct those things after speaking to the person, okay?
Great.
And I'll send it to them and then I guess I will let Linda know how much to expect from this person, from whoever ordered it. You know, we've got to work that part of it out. I just know my role in it. Okay.
Linda asked a good question, Vicky. Do we have any idea of how much the shipping costs will be?
Terry.
It's gonna vary. If you,
Yeah, but she
if you
had a
buy
cou-
everything or two of everything and a mug and a cap and it fills a big box and you live way in North Jersey, it's gonna be one price. If you buy only a cap and you live in Cranbury, it'll be a very reduced price. So I really
It could be
can't even
like
give a
$4,
guess. It depends
four.
on how much you order and where you live.
And Terry, is it safe to say they're not upcharging the shipping? They're just, whatever it's cost at the post office, that's what they're
Yeah,
gonna pay.
she
Right.
So
just
it's not
takes
really
care of
shipping
what
and
it is at the
handling, it's
post
just
office.
whatever that
Okay?
actual cost is. So it should be fairly reasonable, but like Terry said, it's gonna vary from person to person.
It's going to
And
vary
You know,
if
and
they,
she
they're-
knows that
they
she's
have,
gonna-
don't they have like set price boxes that they can use too?
yeah, she's gonna try and use the set price boxes, get
Right,
everything into that box, and then even if you order a mug, she'll wrap it in styrofoam and put that in the box too. She's gonna try and get as much in the box as she can to keep the price down, because she doesn't make anything on shipping, and it's just a necessary evil. So it'll be as reduced as possible. All right, just two things, Debbie. Number one, before this goes live, I did a quick summary and Vicky did the order. I'll make screenshots of everything. And before we go live, you'll have what I call a user manual for ordering. Every step of the way, you'll have a screen that said, go here, click on this. Here's how you get the Stitches in Ink order form. Here's what it looks like. And so you'll be able to follow along every step of the way. I didn't do that tonight because one, we didn't want to take that amount of time. And number two, Vicky's doing some final editing of the order form, and the catalog, we're getting all the exact prices put on.
Terry, John Curzell has a good question. If they want, can they pick up their order at the store?
We didn't account for that. I mean, I don't know how much staff she has under COVID and how much she's working. I can check that out, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you
then
would have to
we,
go around and make some special notes. You'd have to send a note back and say, don't calculate shipping. I want to pick it up at the store.
Yeah, Vicky could put that, you could put that in the note to Vicky.
Yeah, and I'll
Um,
contact Stitches and Ink and see if Kim is able to do that right now.
well, that can
I
go
know
in
she
the
has
additional
limited-
items here at the bottom.
Yeah. You can do it at the bottom. It's a question of, can they accommodate that?
Right, if they can, we will just tell them no shipping.
Yeah,
Right.
they'll pick it up. And as long as Stitches and Ink is ready for that, is back in business, receiving people in the store, then you could do that.
Right,
You just got to drive to Heightstown. Second thing is, last thing I wanted to comment on, I may have misspoke just a little bit. All the fabric is 100% pre-shrunk cotton. When you go to the catalog, you'll find a few colors like, I think it was heather gray. and
neon pink.
I don't know who would ever order neon pink, but whatever. Those two colors are 50-50, cotton and polyester. One other color, I don't remember which one, is 90-10, cotton and polyester. Everything else is 100% pre-shrunk cotton. And even in the worst case, you're getting 50% cotton. You're not being dumped on with polyester or rayon. So it's good stuff.
Oh,
And you
these
can
are
see
the
that in
neon pink.
catalog. When you go to the catalog from Stitches and Ink, it lists out everything and says 100% cotton. Then it lists out the two colors, 90-10, lists out the other color, 50-50. So you know what you're getting when you buy it.
On the ladies' short sleeved, it's all the neon colors are 50-50.
Yes.
Neon blue, neon green, neon orange, and neon pink.
Okay, I didn't realize there was so many. I was looking at the men's. There's a lot
I know.
of
Well,
neon.
you wouldn't look at the ladies. I did. I had to look at all of them because I had to populate
Right.
this thing.
Well, Terry and Vicky, thank you very much. And everyone, please order something. We only mark them up a few dollars, so it's you know, a little bit of a fundraiser, but it's a lot of club spirit and Terry and Vicky have put a tremendous amount of work into this, and we appreciate that, and hope that you all will order at least something, one item. And then Vicky, could you very quickly cover the invitation that we have from NIMAC?
Okay, let me
We will, what she's
unshare
covering,
my
we will-
screen.
we will send it out.
What?
So we will send it out so they have it, but
I'm going to stop sharing and let me get my email. Sorry. I didn't want you to all watch me fumbling around looking for my email.
while you're doing that, let me just welcome a few people. Subra,
Okay.
welcome back to the club. Jennifer, I believe you also just joined. So welcome Jennifer, officially. You've been to a few of the meetings, and I know you have also, Subra, you've been a lot. Barbara Pollock, you're visiting us, hello. Chris Moore, you're from NIMAC, we know you, welcome.
Debbie's been trying to get, Deborah's been trying to get in.
Deborah.
Deborah Cohen has been trying to get in. I have an
Oh,
email.
Okay, all right.
Can you send
Can you
her
send
the
her
link?
just to the website? Just, or
Yeah,
send me her, just send her to the website or send me her email and I'll send a link.
Yeah, thanks. Elaine Kirshen, welcome.
I'll email Deborah. I have her email.
Okay, can you send it to her, Matt?
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you, you folks, both members and guests, for being patient with us, and certainly Anastasia, before we get started with our meeting. But
Okay,
okay, you ready, Vicky?
Yeah, I'm gonna send this out to everybody in the club. But what Deborah sent out was, it said, "Dear fellow photographer, the Stamford Photography Club has been working with the Maritime Aquarium at Norwalk to set up a special event that caters specifically to photographers. There's flyers attached. I'll open one in a minute. It says, this private photo shoot has been scheduled for Tuesday, June 29th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We hope you can join us. Tripods and monopods will be allowed, which doesn't happen during normal operating hours. Apart from being able to enjoy the facility without the school groups and other crowds, it'll be a fun opportunity to shoot in the company of fellow photographers, get up close to sea life without having to don a wetsuit and scuba gear, while at the same time supporting a local institution. It's been tricky to put together as there's money involved. To cover the costs related to keeping the aquarium open after normal operating hours, they need to receive at least $1,500 in donations for that evening. This price was dropped significantly from their original quote of $3,600. After careful consideration, we've decided that a minimum donation of $45 per adult is required for admission. Hence, we need at least 33 attendees for this event to happen. If you would like to attend, I need to take the following steps to obtain your commitment. And she lays it all out. I do have to tell you, Lou and I have been to that aquarium and it's amazing.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to go, maybe you might take stay overnight one night. You know, it's a little ways away, but it could be really fun.
About a 2-hour drive from Cranbury.
Yeah, Lou
Yeah.
used to work in Stamford.
Okay, great. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you.
Okay.
I want to move along. I think we've set the record for how long we've let business take, but obviously we got a little bit of a slow start here with all the issues with getting into Zoom tonight. So, but I want to introduce our judge for tonight, Anastasia Tompkins. Her background is she's the daughter of a journalist and has traveled a good deal when she was growing up. She lived in Paris and New York City and got her communications degree from Northeastern University in Boston. Her early career was spent in international advertising with publications like the New York Times, Art and Auction, and Sierra Magazine. 2 babies later, in the early 90s, she felt it was time to leave corporate life and begin to follow her passion for photography. And this led to many fun freelance projects like designing wine labels, shooting CD covers and book jackets, creating corporate logos, and doing graphic design work for several major New York real estate companies, just to name a few. She's currently an active member of several camera clubs, competes monthly in all of them, including PSA. She's been a judge of both local and international competitions for almost 2 decades. She's passionate about this specific genre of photography that we're going to be doing tonight, and feels judges should not only have an extensive experience with in-camera technique, but also have a deep understanding of the software. Anastasia's definition of successful judging is when members learn something, enjoy the evening, and leave inspired. Her work has been published and is currently part of several corporate collections. She has curated countless exhibits and has served on the board of directors for a variety of clubs throughout the years. She recently relocated to South Carolina with her husband Harvey and is still presenting her photography and post-processing programs, teaching private Photoshop work lessons, and is a current member of and newsletter editor for the Charlotte Camera Club. And tonight's competition is photo abstracts, and the challenge is to capture something that is, what did we say? We said is hard to tell what it is.
Well, you did provide several links,
Okay.
so the members could see what other people define abstract photography. And I'll tell you, I found it also very helpful in terms of there were some things which I didn't think really fit the category, but indeed are abstract. So could I share my screen,
Yeah,
Matt?
just hit share.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Do you see my desktop?
Not yet.
Okay.
I think you have to click on it.
Yeah, you have to select what you want to actually share,
Yeah.
either app or screen.
Wait, I don't understand that. It's not, it usually just works. No, that's the advanced sharing options.
When you move your mouse around, do you see where it says share screen?
Yeah, no, I've got that.
And
And I clicked on desktop. I think that's what.
do you have 2 screens? Do you have like a 2 monitors or something, anything?
No. Let me see. Or maybe I want to just get to my bridge. Open system preferences. I don't know why that would.
Matt, did you make her a host? Because it looks like only the host can share.
She's a co-host, yes.
Okay.
Let me revoke her and make her co-host again, maybe for some reason.
Yeah, when you click on share screen, then you just have to select the screen you want to share and then click on share.
Okay, let's see. I don't think anything's going to go right tonight.
Test of
Sounds like
patience.
my
Wait.
So click on share screen and does another window pop up?
Yes, and it's got all these different things. And here's bridge, which is what I want, but it has like an exclamation point on it.
Yeah, so you click which one you want, and then you hit share.
Click,
Right.
click on bridge.
I did that and I clicked share. And now it's giving me another thing that says open system preferences.
Oh, you may not have
Okay, how about this? Do you
permissions.
have one that says screen 1, screen 2? Do you have anything like that when you click on it?
I have desktop one.
Okay, click on desktop 1
Okay, and then share.
and then share.
It goes right back to open system preferences.
Hmm.
That's just odd.
Okay.
Yeah, we see you now.
Nope, that's me. I was just
No,
trying to
that's
see if
We see somebody.
it was me. I was just trying to see if it was showing you that because you're a co-host.
Hmm. I don't know why, and nothing goes the way it's supposed to.
So
Wanna
when you
talk
click
us
on share,
through?
what options do you have? So you have desktop 1.
Yeah, they all have exclamation points by them for some reason.
Let me see.
Could it be something with their system security? With the exclamation points?
Could be. I'm just trying to find the settings to see if that'll tell me. Settings. All right. Okay, try this. Move your mouse to the bottom to where you can start and stop your video.
Right.
Click on the arrow to the right of it and then choose video settings
Okay.
and then go to screen share.
Okay.
All right, so do you have full screen,
Yep.
scale to fit,
Yep.
share screen zoom, side by side mode,
Yep.
silence notifications,
Yep.
share individual window,
Yep.
show all sharing options,
Yep.
automatically share desktop?
Yep. How about show all sharing options?
I don't know if that matters. Mine is on automatically share desktop. And then if you go to advanced,
All right, we're gonna have to give this up pretty soon because we're
Yeah.
getting really, really
I
late here.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe at the break.
Yeah, you can
Anastasia,
share at the
you can
break
see.
because
Yeah.
we started a
Try
competition.
it some more.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not
I think we're gonna
working.
need
But
to.
anyway, what are you
Okay.
gonna do?
Can you talk us through what you're gonna show us?
No.
Okay.
I'll try to Google an error message for screen share and maybe at break we can figure it out.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Matt, let's do it.
All right, let's see.
Matt, you didn't have any business to cover, right?
I did not, no,
Thank goodness.
that's for sure. All right, we got group 1 here. We have 2 images. And I guess I got to share my screen first. That would help. Huh?
So this is our beginner group.
Mhm.
Anastasia. And we have 4 groups. How many images total do we have tonight, Matt?
I think it was 60, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
That's not the image, by the way.
I was gonna say 9.
All right, here we go.
All right, level 1. Mystery.
Okay, well, we've got kind of a pattern here. I think the white is a little harsh. I might take the white down, but you know, it's a nice pattern. 7.
And this is called Night Garden.
Okay, I like it. It's interesting. And I think the use of the lines is good. I would like a little border around it, you know, just a thin white border to see where the top ends. 7.
All right, we have 2 7s. So we need to do 1 HM. You can see the thumbnails, correct?
Yeah.
So this is the first image, and this is the second image.
The second.
All right, we'll review the contest. As soon as I can find that part of the screen. There we go.
Okay, honorable mention for level 1. The Image Night Garden by Susan Freeman. Congratulations, Susan. Very pretty.
All right, this is group 2. So next up from the beginners, we have 14 images. And here we go.
Dreams.
I love this. I love the way the colors fade into each other. I love the composition. I think it works really well. I especially love that little one down in the bottom. That's a 9.
Wall Art 1.
Okay, well, that's good seeing. You know, an abstract, I mean, even without the title, you know, I know what that is, and I think it's interesting, and I like that you made it into an abstract. 8.
Vertical abstract.
My dog is growling at me. I like this very much too. It's, you know, it looks like a mirror, a flip, but it's really well done. And, you know, the lines get broken up by the other lines and it flows. And I think it's very nice. 8. I wish you had half points. Half points are very useful.
Tickle me. I've been told that before.
Yeah, that's my mantra. Okay, I like this. I think it's interesting. I like the positioning that you did it as a, you know, in horizontal. I just wish it had a little more oomph, you know, to it. It's soft and, you know, it's not bad, but I just wish it had a little more texture to it. 7.
Down the drain.
Okay, there's that famous twirl. Yeah, okay, well, you know, it's so unfair to have the titles because it really gives it a little something extra. Because going down the drain, you know, kind of makes sense here. And it's interesting. It's an interesting use of that filter, but I don't know if it really works for me. 7.
Mystical field.
Okay, that's a nice in-camera sort of pan, and I think it worked very nicely. 8.
Chinese lettering.
Okay, well, that's interesting too, your use of, roots. I don't know if the color is working really. It's kind of harsh. And this I would actually like to see a little softer. And that white schmidtchik, which is a technical photography term, there at the bottom about 6 o'clock is just kind of distracting. 7.
Superluminal.
Okay, I think everyone should really think about borders, very thin white border, because it just really finishes off your image. This one's nice. The colors are nice. I think the white again is just a little harsh, because your eye always goes to the brightest part of an image. So my eye is going a lot of places here, but not really taking me around. 7.
From above.
Okay. It's a nice composition. Could have had a little more, maybe a little more texture or, more color. It's just a little plain, but again, it's good seeing. 7.
Kaleidoscope.
Okay, well, you've made a pleasing pattern. I have no idea how it started out. I think your use of the vignette here is too strong. My eye just keeps going to the vignette. I think if you had cropped it after the pink hoojangs there, I think it would have been just a little more successful. 8. You really need half points.
No more tears.
Okay, so a red onion. Well, that's an interesting abstract. It's a little muddy for me. I like, and I'm finding that reoccurring. I mean, I do like the things you're choosing to make abstracts, but why not pump up the color, the purple and the, make it stand out a little more. You need half points. 7.
Braided threads.
I like that. I think it works really well. And the softness here is not technically soft. You can almost feel how soft that is. And I think the composition is really nice. My eye goes all the way around, and I'll give you an 8 on that.
Bird's eye view.
Okay. Again, interesting. A couple of things though. I don't know that I would have placed the eye dead center. It's just a little more dynamic if you place it, to the lower left here, or maybe to the upper right. And I have to say that it's not very well cut and pasted. I mean, you really have to go over your edges there with a soft brush. And this just makes it look a little sloppy. I don't believe you intended that. So, remember to use a soft brush when you're cutting and pasting like that. 7.
My go.
All right, that's a very pleasing image. Is it abstract? No, it's more of a pattern. But it does fit. I like the breaking up with the two round green bits there. The wood or weeds or twigs, whatever those are, at about 4 o'clock. Those should have been cropped out. If you cropped right on the side of the green, the first green one, and then down under the next green one, I think it just would have made a stronger image. 8.
Okay. We have 1-9, so that's going to be our first place.
See, and they always say the first one out of the box doesn't ever do well, but they're wrong.
All right, we need a second, third, 3 HMs. And we have 6 8s.
Okay, so you need,
Second, third, 3 HMs. This is image 1.
gotcha. No, I'm good. The last thing you want to do is confuse me. I see them down here on the bottom. So, a second is the soft things, the second to the last.
This thing?
Yeah. And the third is the second one.
This one?
Yeah. And then you have your 3 HMs, right? One.
Yes. Need 3 HMs.
Okay.
We need to drop
Matt,
one.
Matt,
Right.
do you just want to make it 4, since it's 4?
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm channeling Linda DeAngelis now.
Okay.
I wanted to see her squirm trying to find one to drop there.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
All right, we're going to move on to group 3.
No, we're not.
No? Okay.
No, you're going to review 2.
Well, that's true. And then we'll move
Then we're
on.
going to take a break.
You still want a break?
Do we need a break?
Maybe we don't want to do that.
I don't think so. I don't think we need a
Not
break.
that.
We can review. I don't know if
We're
we-
whipping through these.
But let's definitely review.
All right, here we go.
Our honorable mentions. Wall art 1 is Mary Little. Congratulations, Mary. Mystical Field, Terry Donofrio. Congratulations, Terry. Kaleidoscope by Walter Blitz. Congratulations, Walter. My Go, John Purcell. Congratulations, John. And 3rd place in level 2. Vertical Abstract, Walter Blitz, 3rd place. Congratulations again, Walter. 2nd place is Lou DeVico, Braided Threads. Congratulations, Lou. Valerie, do you, I just saw the note from Valerie. Sharing. Can we do this? We have a minute or 2.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, maybe Anastasia, Valerie put something in the chat. Or
Right.
can you walk her through it, Valerie, so she can show us what it was she wanted to show us?
Yep, let's try it. While Matt is gearing up the next round. So go back to start video sharing.
Wait a second. Where
Hold on,
am
I have
I
to
here?
stop sharing, I believe.
Okay.
Also have to make her a co-host again because I revoked her.
Easy come, easy go, right?
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Oh, you wanted me to stop video first?
Nope. Go to your share screen.
Okay, and then do my bridge.
Yeah, you still have the explanation points, right?
Yes.
Okay. So click on it and then choose share and then say open system preferences.
Right.
And there's another window pop open.
It did before, but it's not popping open now, which I don't understand why not.
Hiding behind another window.
That's what I'm looking at.
Because we're screen recording, so you have to allow it to screen record. It's in the privacy.
Yeah, but did that security window pop open first before we do that?
No.
The other way to do it is click on the Apple system preferences.
Oh yeah, here
and
it comes. It comes. This came up. Yeah. And then do what? Go
Click.
to Zoom.
Click screen recording, privacy, screen recording. Click on the lock. Click on Zoom to allow it.
Aha. Right. Okay. There. Now should I try it again?
Yes.
Oops. Nothing is easy. I will tell you that right now. Aha. Voila.
Yay.
Okay, so I just, I feel like, you're sharing, I like to show a few images before, we get going. If I'm judging a new club, I feel like you're sharing your competition images with me. So I pulled some of mine out for you. And these are basically just abstracts. So I just, before we started, it would have been, good to just give a preview of things you can do in the camera, which we've seen a few good zooms and blurs, reflections. Smoke is always fun. And there's the oil and water.
Are you
And
clicking
things
on
that you-
Are you clicking on those things, Anastasia? Because I'm only seeing one, the first one.
You're kidding. That's so
There you go.
bizarre.
Okay. Now we're
Oh, we got a
seeing, now I
flag.
see your flag.
Oh, you see the flag,
Just a sec,
yeah,
yes,
flag.
did you click on it? Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think you have to click on the image for us to see it.
You see that?
No, still
No.
looking at the flag.
Ah, okay.
There you go.
Bees.
That's,
You see that, right?
yes,
The
bees.
bees. Okay, so
Yeah.
these are just things that you've seen and just the way they're arranged. They can be graphic, things that you know what they are. They're colorful. Architecture is a good one. I love stairs. These kind of things, and clicking those links really gave me a different perspective on things that actually could be considered abstract. In portraits, even though that's an odd thing to do, they can be very interesting, very colorful, very abstract. So that's just a look at some of mine.
Excellent, beautiful.
And then I can stop sharing, right?
Yes.
How am I doing that? Okay, stop sharing here. I'm going to do that.
Then we'll
How's
revoke
that?
your
We're back?
permission. We're back.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, we'll start with group 3 now.
Great.
We have 28 images, so it's going to be a first, second, third, 6 HMs.
Wow. Okay.
And here we go.
Okay.
God's children.
I love it. I think you did a great job on this. It's colorful, it's crazy, but I can see all the people in it. I probably shouldn't have your name at the bottom, but that's neither here nor there. That's a 9. I love it. I think it's great.
1960s flashback.
I like this too. I think you did a really nice job. Nice colors. You know, it gets a little muddy, but it's interesting. 8.
Wet and Wild.
Okay. You know, I don't really find this abstract or abstract enough. You know, perhaps you could have shown just the reflection. I think that would have made a stronger abstract image. And even if this was just an open category, I feel like it's just way too split down the middle. You know, and I'm not one of those rules of third, you gotta have, you know, no. I mean, there are some images I love that are split in half. It makes no difference, I think. But in this particular case, it just, it's just too symmetrical and too reality based for this competition. 6.
Reflections.
Beautiful. This is clearly water, so the softness and the blurriness work here. Tones are nice. I would darken down the spots, the bright spots a little, maybe even take your brush and take one of those green colors, and on a very, very light opacity, you could just maybe go in and, you know, darken in those the white spots or the brighter spots. Certainly the one right in the lower right hand corner. 8. This one's called Mesmerizing, in case anyone wants to know. Okay, so, you know, even in black and white, I actually would have made the blacks a little blacker. You know, if you're doing a black and white, I love deep tones, but I like your pattern, and I really like the placement of the bullseye, if you will. 8.
Crayola abstract.
I really like it. I love your colors, and you know, yes, it's dead center. I wish it was a tiny bit over, but the rest of it is so pleasing to me that, see, that's one of those things. The rules can be broken once you do it so well. The rules don't mean anything anymore. And I think this fits that category. I like it very much, and it's a 9.
Maze of Reflection.
Okay, really nicely done. You know, I've seen a million of these, and they don't always work. Everyone thinks theirs works, but they don't. This one happens to work. I like it. I like the pattern, the color. You know, just to be really anal retentive, which I am, the little bit of a palm tree there at the almost bottom on the right hand side, you know, you can just clone one of the other squares right over it. And, you know, you'll never know the difference. The only one who's going to know is you. But I'm going to give you a 9 on that anyway, because I really like it.
Who spilled the paint?
Yeah. I've spilled paint in my day. Okay, so I like this. You know, it's got nice movement. I am not crazy about the white spots. This upper right hand, I'd say about 2 o'clock, where there's that swirl of the red and the yellow. I might have even cropped in on that and made that the focus. But the white starts to look messy. 7.
Alien skin.
That's very nice. I don't know what it is even, but it doesn't matter. I think it's nice. It's got good texture, good color. It's interesting. 8. I really would have liked a little border on that, but 8. Matt?
We're having a little discussion.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I thought Matt had dozed off or something.
Yeah, what was your score? I'm sorry.
That's an 8.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, circles.
Okay, this is nice. It's more, oil and water. I like the pattern. It's just really green. And there's no real definition in the, I wish it had a little more color to it, different colors to it, meaning, when you do the oil and water, if you get like wrapping paper or a colorful placemat or something and you put it under, you really get a lot more interesting color variation. 7. Thank you for the border.
Out of this world.
Okay, this is giving us color. And it's a little noisy. I mean, I know this is not a pictorial or, an open competition and it can be whatever, but I think, the smoothness is a big part of this. And even in Camera Raw, you can go to noise and bring down the level and you get this nice smoothness to it. I just feel like it's noisy for some reason. But I do like the colors and you got a nice pattern there. 8.
Masks.
Masks. Us judges, we're not the brightest people. You can't confuse us with titles. Now I'm looking for masks. I don't see masks, but I do see an abstract of water and cliffs or something. It makes a nice pattern. I particularly like the right-hand side of it, where there's water sort of mixed in with rock. So what my eye sees here is, 3 different pictures. It's because they're all so different and I feel like they're competing. The bright white in the middle just has to go. It's my eye. I can't focus really on anything else. I see where you were going with this, but I think, with these things, smaller is better when you're doing abstracts like that. And if you pick a portion of the image and make that your image, I think it would have been more successful. 7.
Puzzle pieces.
Okay, that's a good abstract. I like it. It's very simple. We know what it is, but it's interesting. And I particularly like the bottom right where the 2 stairs meet. And to me, that's your image. Like when you bring in the third, the wall behind it with the little squares, I'm just getting too confused. And again, I know it's an abstract and I'm not, looking for something specific, but I'm just trying to offer a suggestion of what might make it a little cleaner and just more unified. And if you did take a square of those stairs, just where they meet, I think that's really your most interesting pattern there. 7.
Purple haze.
Okay. It's interesting. It's soft, but no matter what we're doing, in my bio, when it says that I'm passionate about this genre of photography, I didn't mean abstract. I meant camera club photography, which is very specific. And no matter what the subject is, I feel we're aiming for perfection. And things need to be tidy and unified. And for me, I think if you had just done the middle, it would have been fine. But these 3 dots or whatever, the one in the upper right, the one in the lower right, and the one at about, 7 o'clock, even the little black one next to the top one, my eye just goes directly to them. And I can't focus on what you want me to see. Which is your pattern and everything else. And again, I think this would have benefited from maybe a little more structure, a little more oomph. 7, you really need half points. Because, I feel like.
This is called solar system.
Yeah, I like this. I think you did a nice job here. The whole thing is really interesting. I like the movement. I like the colors. I like the placement. But what's killing me is this lower right-hand corner, which is a yellow, like, I don't know what this thing maybe this painting was standing on, or I don't know what that is, but like, that's all I see. I just either crop that out or just clone right over it. Again, no one's going to know but you. That absolutely could have been a 9, but that is, that yellow thing is killing me. So 8. And it could have also been an 8.5, but can't do that either. So
When stars collide.
okay. It's interesting. It almost looks like bubbles, big bubbles. And I like it. I think it's nice. Again, though, it's very harsh. And there's a lot of white spots that I think are taking away from this nice image that you have, the nice pattern. 7.
Boxes.
Okay, they almost look electrified. Again, it's a nice pattern, good colors. 8.
Circles.
I think this one's beautiful. I love the softness of this one. The circles are interesting. It's funny that that's what you named it, because they're more in the background, but I love the colors, and I think it's just a lovely composition. 9.
Caught up.
Okay, well, it was an interesting seeing of this, that you saw this and decided to make it an abstract. I think there's several things fighting with each other in this. To me, much like that stairs image, I think you have too much going on that just is competing with itself. I think if you go to 3 o'clock, that one kind of triangle there, I think that's your strongest part of this image, because there's something over by 9 o'clock, but sort of in the middle, that's like a big blob that's kind of out of focus. And there's just too many things going on. There's a stick or something coming out there, and my eye just is going too many places. I think it would have been better to pick a portion of the image and work with that. 6.
Color wheel.
Really nicely done. I mean, we all know what it is, but I think we can all agree that it's just lovely. I mean, you've got great color, great lines. It looks like a mosaic. I love the angle which you presented it. You could really use a little tiny border. You're gonna be sick of me. But I love it. It's a 9. It's absolutely beautiful.
Infinity machine.
Okay. It's cool. You know, it's abstract for sure. I'm just trying to figure out if it's like an elevator or what it is, but it's cool. I like the lines. I like how they all come to the middle. This one works because it almost looks like an exact flip of something, you know. I think it's interesting. 8.
Fall evening.
I like that too. I think you did a very nice job on this. I love the little bit of orange in there as the sun maybe is setting, and how you got those weeds in silhouette. I love a good silhouette, and I think you did a nice job. And I think it's interesting that you chose it for abstract. I'll give you a 9.
Flow.
Okay, well, it's you know, I like the way you have it on a diagonal. I do find the pattern interesting, but again, I feel like, you know, down here at 6 o'clock, those 2 nubs or whatever they are, you know, are very bright. So my eye just goes right there, and I keep trying to look back up around, but I'm stuck down here. Again, I don't know that you needed all of it. Even if you chose a small portion of this, it would look the same, except you wouldn't have the bright portions down at the bottom. 7.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name of that one.
Ink blot.
Thank you, Anastasia. Ink blot.
Full service operation here.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, this is interesting also. It looks oozy. You know, I think I really like the bottom portion of this image, but the top, I think you're losing me at the top. I mean, I know I sound like a broken record, but really, I think around 9 o'clock here with all the little bubbles, and right here is your most successful portion of this. And, you know, especially when you're working with black and white, it's very hard. It becomes very confusing. You know, when you work with color, you have the different colors to block things and to define shapes. This gets very muddy, but I love that little portion of it. 7.
Starbursts.
Beautiful, really beautiful. Now, the white spots here are supposed to be here. They take my eye all around. I would have preferred the white in the very, very middle to be brought down a little, but it's a beautiful presentation and unique. And I think you did a really nice job on it. I'll give you a 9.
Pandemic vision.
I like it. You did a really nice job on that too. It's very interesting. You have a portrait with a seascape and mountains or whatever, and it works. It kind of looks like Andy Warhol hungover. I'll give you a 9 for creativity on that.
What lies beneath.
Okay, all right, I see a lot of fish here. So it's water. You know, I don't think it works in black and white. And there's no real clear portion of this for me. I think it's a little muddy at the bottom, and those lines, I don't know, they're just not going anywhere. 6.
Frozen in time.
All right, I know what you were aiming for here. I just feel like it's not soft. It just seems out of focus, and I can't really focus in on it. I wish it had been either a little more structure to it or much smoother. And that way I wouldn't really need to, you know, have to see what it is when it's a bud under, you know, ice or whatever. But I just feel like it's too out of focus. 6.
Okay, just hold on a second, Anastasia.
Sure.
Matt, take a look at my message. Okay. All right. We've been going back and forth, a number of us on the board, Anastasia. There was one image, I believe it was the first image of, it looks like a mural of some sort. And in the bottom right-hand corner, there was a signature.
Yes.
We don't know if it was either the maker's signature or the mural artist's signature or whatever it is. I don't even know for sure if it was a mural artist. But we have a rule in our club that we do not allow items with signatures on it.
Right.
So, you know, as an abundance of caution that it was the photographer's signature, we're going to need to eliminate that from the company.
Yeah, that's too bad. Mm-hmm.
So I apologize to the maker that we didn't see this sooner.
I can't believe I even saw it.
Yeah, so I believe it looks like it's some piece of artwork. I think.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's what I figured. I hate to say that to anyone because it's a really fantastic image. But I can't imagine how he did it unless he took a picture of, you know, a piece of, you know, something that someone painted.
Okay, So apologies to whoever the maker was on that, but we're gonna have to leave it out.
Okay, so there are my 9s.
Yes.
And I'm doing first, second, third.
Yes. How many, what does she need, Matt? First, second, third, how many HMs? Matt, we lost you.
Oh, sorry, I muted
Past
myself.
Matt's bedtime.
I'm talking
Muted
and
himself.
I'm muted. Anyway, these are your 9s. You have 7 of them. We need a first, second, third. I'll go through them. And then
You don't need to unless you want to.
we're going to have to dip into the 8s for the HMs because we need 6 of those.
Wow. Okay. So you want first, second, third of just of these.
Correct.
Okay. So first is the first one. Second is the umbrella. And the
Hold on,
third
hold on.
is the, oh, sorry.
Yeah. This is the first one.
Right.
Okay. Second is umbrella.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I need a third place.
The one right before it.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. So that leaves us with an HM. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
And now you need 2 from the 8s.
Correct. And maybe there's
I'll do the circular one.
hold on, they're not loaded for me. So
Oh,
okay. Now I can see them. All right.
okay. The next one.
This one here,
Yeah.
that's an HM.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll do the one before it.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Reflections. Excellent. All right, we'll review this contest.
Okay, this is our level 3 competitors and our honorable mentions.
Just give me 1 second here. I have to move some windows around. All right, here we go.
Okay, first honorable mention, Kathy Detana, Reflections. Very nice, Kathy, congratulations. Mesmerizing, Dawn Gilchrist, honorable mention. Very nice, Dawn. Looks like my cat's scratching now. Maze of Reflections, Richard Lewis. Congratulations, Richard. Fall Evening, Matt Rink, honorable mention. Congratulations, Matt. Starburst, Melinda Matlack, honorable mention. Congratulations, Melinda.
I love this Melinda, by the way.
Yeah, they're all beautiful, really.
Pandemic Vision, Michael Podwy. Congratulations, Michael.
That's not who I thought that was.
Me either. Me either. Third place. Circles, Kathy Detana. Congratulations, Kathy. Second place. Color Wheel, John Sandstedt. Congratulations, Tom, John, very pretty.
All right. Now we're on to the salon group. We have 16 images. We need a first, second, third, 3 HMs.
Okie dokie.
Sea Urchin.
Nice. Nice color, nice pattern. I like it. I think it's very nice. 8.
Rust Ice Cream Cone.
It's an interesting image, but I don't really find it abstract. Certainly not abstract enough. And this is the salon group, so I'm you know, I have to be a little tougher. 7.
Reflection.
Great job. I love this. Again, you know, you've got nice blacks, nice whites. I mean, if this hadn't been processed so well, it would be a total gray mess. You know, you wouldn't be able to really make anything out. But the way you've processed it and used, you know, your dark shadows and everything, it's really nice. I don't know, I might cut off the bottom, those 2 big black things at the bottom here, but I think it's excellent. I'll give you a 9 on that. Very tough in black and white to do something like that successfully.
The Moody Blues.
Can
I
you-
don't think
can you
this is,
Can you see this image as a square?
no.
Okay, we'll come
There's
back
a
to that.
kind of a line down the middle.
Yeah, that's all I see is a line down the middle.
This isn't the image, so we'll come back to it.
Okay,
I have to show you a different way.
okay.
This is the one I had trouble with, Debbie.
Okay. Psychedelic.
Okay. It's, you know, crazy. Not crazy about the colored border. But, you know, I like your use of color. I just think it's a little harsh. You know, you've got those greens running through it and then the white. It's just, I think, a little too busy. 7.
Fire and Ice.
All right. Well, I mean, I find it a little confusing and muddy. Almost that yellow streak almost cuts it in half, sort of diagonally. And I think the blues just really are not crisp, or I don't know whether it needs more structure or more softness, but I just find it muddy. 7.
Cement blocks.
Okay. Let's see what you did there. That's cool. And it's a pattern for sure, an abstract pattern. I, again, would have liked the blacks a little blacker. I just think it would really help and, you know, make the whites pop. So 8.
The Streets of New York.
Okay. You know, there's not really any main focus here, but I think you did a good job for black and white and abstract. I mean, I know I've said that a few times, but it's very tough in black and white. And I think your use of dark tones here really helped you. 8.
Whirling Around.
Nice. I like this very much. I love your use of color here. And I love the patterns it gives, you know, the lines and then the little dots and the little squares and the, you know, I think it all comes together really nicely. I'll give you a 9. Have no idea what it is.
You did 99, Matt. 9.99.
I guess they won
It's not allowing me to type.
for next year too.
All right, hold on. Is there a 9 there? I can't see.
No, it's 3
No,
9s.
Still 3
Oh.
9s.
Let me delete them all then.
Nope.
Are the 9s gone?
Nope.
No, if you
Give me a
unmute
sec. I
Tom,
can
he
s-
can,
I
he
can
can,
see him
you
now.
got it, okay.
There we go.
He had to tell me how to do that once.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it wouldn't show up on the screen. I can't even see the 9s. So sorry. Here we go.
That's weird. On the High Line,
I like this. I love your perspective on this. I love how you framed it. And yeah, we know exactly what it is, but it's definitely giving a very cool pattern. And I feel like I'm like in it. I like it. I could have used a border and, you know, a little more just oomph, but I like it very much. I think that you did a nice job composing this. 8.
great lines.
Yeah, I love these kind of in camera things. And this one's really nicely done. You know, the colors are really nice. It's not too blurry because it's easy to over blur these things. And it's left really nice, crisp lines. I'll give you a 9. I think you did a nice job on that.
On Golden Pond,
Yeah, so for me, the top half is really lovely, and it gives you a nice soft feeling, and the pattern is really pleasing. And then, I don't know, the bottom just seems a little too realistic, and then you got something sticking out here, and you know, in the bottom right hand, and those pink things on the other side, my eye goes right to those. I think if you had made a square, you know, the top half of that, I think that would have just made a stronger image. 7.
Far Out,
I like this. I think you did a nice job on this. I like the colors and the pattern. It's got a lot of motion to it. But not blurry. It's, you know, they're coming together. It's where they all work together and your colors complement each other. 9.
Algae Bloom,
Again, okay, the middle portion of this is fantastic. Really terrific. And, you know, cropping, while it's such a simple thing, is the strongest tool we have. Of all the things Photoshop gives us, or, you know, editing tools gives us, the crop is super important. What you crop out is just as important as what you leave in. And here, if you come right in the middle and take that section, it's beautiful the way everything just melds together and the colors. And then all of a sudden I have all this bright pink stuff in the upper right and the lower right and some wood sticking out of it, and it just creates stoppers. It almost negates the abstract of it. Because then when the wood and the flowers and everything come in, you know exactly what it is. Which, you know, not that that's a bad thing, but I just think that you're on such a roll here in the middle. That would be clearly a 9 in the middle, but as it stands, the upper right is just, and this is again is salon, so you know, I have to vent that this upper right is you know, very obtrusive there. 7.
Red Eye Flowers,
I think of coronavirus right away. Gee, I wonder why. But yeah, no, I think it works really well, actually. I like the colors together. This is, this is sharp because it needs to be sharp. Because you're creating a pattern with this natural subject. And I think you did a really nice job. 9.
Reflections of color.
I love this too. We know what it is, even without the title. But you've picked something that's interesting. Beautiful colors. It's an abstract, but it's very pleasing. 9.
All right, we have one unscored image, so we'll have to go back to that. See if it loads this time. It
Nope.
did not. It did not. So
No.
I will show it to you a different way.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. Where did it go? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. It's called Moody Blues.
I like it. I think you did good seeing here. It's an unusual thing. I like the way your subject, whatever, is staggered like that. I don't even mind that dark upper. I think we could have cropped a little on both ends, but I think it's interesting. 8.
Okay. So let me just go to it. 8. I don't know why it would not load, but it would not load.
Who knows?
Excellent. All right, so now we have 6 9s, and we need first, second, third, 3 HMs.
All from here. Oh.
All from here if they load. Here we go. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to pick from.
So first, second, and third.
Correct.
Show me that first one again. I'm going against myself. I'm taking this one as first.
Okay.
I am going with the coronavirus second, whichever the red-eye flower,
Okay.
and then the reflection third.
Which was this one, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we have an HM. We have an HM. We have an HM. All right, we'll review this contest, and then you have one more chore to do, which is pick best of show.
Okay, level 4. Honorable mention, whirling around, Sue Fielder. Congratulations, Sue. Great lines, Francisco Gomez. Congratulations, Francisco.
This looks like a painting.
It's beautiful.
Far Out, John Aniano. Congratulations, John. And third place, Reflections of Color, Lynn Padway. Congratulations, Lynn. Second place, Red Eye Flowers, Linda DeAngelis. Congratulations.
All
Linda,
right.
I was sure that was Tam.
I wonder if Linda took that at the flower place.
Yeah. I didn't see anything like that. We'll have to ask her.
All right, let's put together the best of show. So we want this, and this. And we're going to copy it to this. And we only want that. All right, so here's the best of show. Where did it go? Somewhere here it is. Wrong March. May, September. There's too many contests. Actually, I think I labeled it wrong. Where'd it go? March. Now, where did we copy it to?
While you're doing that, Matt, thank you, Anastasia, so much. And we were so lucky that you're so efficient because it could have been a really long night.
Correct. Well, thanks for having me. You know, it was fun seeing all your images, and you know, it was a good showing.
Yes, thank you. Please come back.
I will. Zoom, woo! Really, what would we have done without Zoom and Amazon this past year? I don't know.
And Chewy and,
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's opened up a lot of doors, this Zoom. I judged a club in South Africa. I mean, it's really terrific. And I know a lot of clubs are going to be Zooming their competitions. There's no snow days. There's no, you know, you can get speakers from everywhere and judges from everywhere around the country that don't have to fly in. And I mean, it's really a great thing.
Yes. You used to live up here, right?
Yes, we moved here about 3 years ago.
Okay. Where were you in New Jersey?
We were in Westchester.
Westchester.
Yeah.
Do you have a nickname, or does everybody call you Anastasia, or they call you Anna?
You know, I answer to anything, but like if I go to the nail place, I'm Anna. My friends call me Stacia. Photo club people call me Anastasia. Really, whatever you like. I answer to pretty much anything these days.
Just curious because it's an unusual name.
Yeah, well, it was before the Disney movie came out.
Yes.
And now there's a lot of young Anastasias running around. But it's actually Anastasia because I'm Greek. So,
Interesting.
but you know, it's already enough.
Okay. Figure it out, Matt?
Yeah, for whatever reason, the contest keeps disappearing. So I'm closing it out and putting it and reopening it.
Oh my goodness, it's just the way tonight's been
Yeah,
going.
I was gonna say it's following suit.
So let's make
The
a
way
new
my day went. I
contest.
was in traffic for 4 hours trying to get home from Bergen
Make
County.
contest.
I
Save
almost didn't make the
contest.
meeting.
All right. Now I have the contest again. Let's go back down here and copy the files.
I'm almost surprised there's not more road rage, quite frankly.
Yeah.
You know, you see people at those kind of traffic jams, they're like out of their car, walking around screaming.
Oh, it was a dead standstill trying to get on the turnpike. I wasn't quite on the ramp yet, so I was able to actually veer off. I continued north on the turnpike, cut across Route 80 and back down the parkway. But that was after sitting for at least an hour waiting and nothing was moving. So
Yeah. It's so frustrating.
yeah, it was a tough day.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, it was great.
All right, let's see if it copied this time. Oh, look, we have a best of show. Here we go.
All right.
All right, here we go. Best of show. We have image 1, image 2, and image 3 from the 3 groups that scored a first place.
God, I've got great taste. They're all so good.
I'll go to
This is
whatever
the
one
wor-
you want to look at further.
This is the worst part of the night. Just run through them one more time, just to give them all a fair shake. I'm gonna have to go with the first one. It just has so many great elements.
crowns.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I love the other two also.
Excellent. Now we'll review the contest after we get out of it.
Okay.
Review. Review.
So our first place winners. This is from level 4, Reflection, Francisco Gomez, first place in level 4. Congratulations. Can you unmute Francisco so he can tell us about it?
Thank you. Yeah, that's actually the front of a museum in Colombia, and it is black and white. And I just put a wave filter on it.
I really love it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Beautiful. Great processing
Yeah.
too. Really nice.
Very cool.
And again, super hard in black and white.
Oh, look who's come back with a bang in level 2, I believe, right? Supra.
This was terrific.
Supra. Well, unmute Supra. You can tell us about it. Supra just rejoined.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
can
can.
hear you.
To my camera is not working. I'm trying to.
Your camera will turn on. We have that shut off at the moment.
That's okay. We can hear you though.
Right. Yeah. So this is oil and water. I added some detergent for the definition, so that's why you see the borders, and it was shot with a tablet background from beneath, which is giving the colors, and it was shot from top. And I'm into iPhone photography nowadays, so I used my iPhone with a moment macro lens.
Yay.
I love it.
Did you do this image specifically for this competition?
Yeah,
Supra?
yeah. This was done a couple of weeks ago for the competition. Yeah, so I'm like trying to ditch my 100-pound SLR equipment and see if I can use my iPhone with the lenses. And so far, it's
We'll look
working.
forward to seeing more of the same then. Good for you. Beautiful.
Cool. Thanks.
Excellent.
All right, and our best to show, which came from Crayola Abstract, John Sandstedt. This comes from level 3. No, yes, level 3. Best to show. Congratulations, John. Tell us about your image.
I don't think John's here.
Hey, he was. Did he leave?
I think he left.
Past his bedtime too.
Oh,
Well, he'll be surprised in the morning.
yes, he will. Yeah, I don't see him.
Yeah, he's not here. He must not have liked what you said.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody can unmute
Great image.
themselves, and if you want your video turned back on, let me know.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions for me or anything.
They were all great pictures.
Yeah, nice job, everyone.
Very nice job.
Thanks,
Beautiful.
Anastasia.
Pleasure.
Have you back again.
Yeah, great job, everybody. Thank you, Anastasia.
Okay, my pleasure. Thanks again for having me.
Thanks, Anastasia.
All right, Lynn. See you
I'll talk
soon.
to you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Valerie. Bye-bye.
Oh, I can't talk, can I?
See you Friday, Michael.
Okay.
Going anywhere good?